talk about appearance. Alright. Let's get down here. Okay. Well. Appearance. Okay. I watched another video. And the thing was that we were talking about Christians, especially the Christian right. And mostly, if it is Christian, it's right wing. So, except for some that are just, Unitarians and stuff. They don't even identify as Christian anymore. Some of them. But the point is that when you... How can I put this? I've seen a few chick tracks like this. And it's like a libertarian thing almost, except it's an authoritarian thing. You're supposed to be carrying your own weight. You have a responsibility to be your best self. That means, well, you can't help whether you're white or not, but straight, male-ish, if you're not, you're orientated to the male perspective, Christian, able-bodied as much as possible, strong work ethic, short hair, muscular build, tall if you can be tall, and generally, it's really not much different than the National Socialist overman. Really, it's kind of almost a eugenic thing, except it's not physical, but spiritual. And the idea is community and, God, it's been so long since I've been to church. I forgot what it's called. Communion of Saints. You're supposed to be part of the community. You have a social responsibility for the moral and social fabric of society. And if you're not contributing to this in any way, you're condoning and contributing the deraveling of society. So the issue is that, well, some people don't seem to get this concept. And, well, some people just don't care to follow it, And I think that's all right. But what has happened is, between the left and the right, is the left, who also can be very authoritarian in their anti-establishment authoritarianism. It's really authoritarian versus authoritarian. Because libertarian ideas are almost always right-wing, too. And then they go right along with the whole Christian, pro-corporate, pro-business, suit and tie, ideals. And when you can rely on those more, where you could go somewhere and get a job anytime you want, at the factory, at the mill, in the forces, working for the police, you had options. Unlike now, where all jobs go overseas and stuff, and all the people who freaking can't get jobs over there just come here. And then they're automating things over there now. They're not even going to automate them here. Never mind, don't get me started on that. But the point is that it's supposed to be a responsibility. That's why people don't understand white people in the flyover states vote Republican all the time. There's a book called What's the Matter with Kansas? And it should read What's the Matter with Hollywood? Because they just don't get it. So the point is that when you see someone who has this contradiction, so to speak, between how you're supposed to freaking act and when they say they want small government and stuff, it's because small government is a libertarian idea that, hey, you're supposed to be carrying your own weight. And part of that own weight is freaking, and being responsible and staying in your own lane is freaking carrying your own load. And carrying your own load, therefore, I forgot what that term was. Something. Anyway, which follows is that you're supposed to be freaking doing this to be responsible. And being responsible is to be socially conservative and compliant. So you went from libertarian to authoritarian because it's such a nebulous thing anyway. But when you got piercings, when you got long hair, when you're too fat now, when you don't dress right, you're failing the social contract. Not that everyone really gives a shit anymore, but it's just the level's a little disingenuous because these people that are useful idiots don't know, and there are people that friggin' do know, and they're just friggin' distorting things. Left and right, but the old left is gone. Let's face it, the new left took over and it just went freaking rotten. You know what I mean? When they can't be, when they're always disingenuous, and the right, the authoritarian right, they just, they thumb their nose at things. So it's all gone to hell in a handbasket. But that's because the multiculturalism hasn't really supplied a cultural basis for what's right, what's wrong. See, that's where multiculturalism fails. Not because it doesn't take into account other cultures and cultural relativism when it's a good thing, but it doesn't unless it slide into an anti-Western when it's a bad thing. Like the Rammstein video, America, we're all living in America. It's wonderbar, wonderbar. Hell yeah, it's wonderbar. It's fucking great, you know what I mean? The whole fucking world be America. Yeah, Team America, bitches. Fuck yeah. And, I'm representing real good here, And it's like, it's kind of a joke. It's kind of not a joke. I mean, I've thought about it. I thought, man, if I'm this kind of social conservative, maybe I should kick myself in the ass, lose weight, get exercise, dress nicer, be more productive, give something back to my society. There's no way I can get off supplements, supplemental security and all that. I can't kick the handouts. But this time, I'm 53, so that's no, it's not gonna happen. But there's a lot I could do. But no, I'm gonna go eat a pizza. I'll just die and get out of your way. There's no problem, I shouldn't say shit like that because, that is serious. And I've been trying to freaking push the table away. But it's part of it. And I don't think it's just freaking a contradiction. It's not a contradiction because it's about freaking social responsibility. And that's the answer. That's the reason why. That's why the right wing, who isn't all in lockstep, just like the left wing isn't all in lockstep. But in very serious ways, they both are, or at least as much as they aren't as much as they can be, because they are as much as they'll be freaking controlled, There's dominant, there's conservative right, economic right, and there's freaking the liberal social left, and that's the paradigm. And it might be slowly breaking free, but it isn't right now. So that's the answer. Just like the left has ideas of standards, even though they're establishment or anti-establishment, they're still the new conformist. The freaking the hipsters, the freaking the liberal preppies, the avant-garde chic. You know what I'm saying? And this is just white culture. You get into freaking black culture or any other socially dominant subculture by race, and it's different. There's differences. It's like the Black Hair Day. Unprofessional black hair. And you look at it and there's all these black girls. But how are you supposed to freaking judge that? Well, this one with the boo-foo on her hair is freaking professional, but this one with a Shanae crop is unprofessional. And oh God, one's got a big old freaking fro with freaking sexy wiggy, twirls and shit. Kind of half between a freaking fro and a freaking dreadlock. You ever seen those kind of hairdos on black girls? Oh, that's definitely unprofessional, even though it looks cool as hell. Because it's a weird thing, but it's got to be freaking a certain way. And if you think men have it bad, what's right and what's wrong, just throw it to the wind when it comes to women's fashions. And that's the whole point of it, is that you can look at it and people come to a consensus and say, well, that's freaking professional and that's unprofessional. Oh, okay. 12 minutes. Hey, you listen to me. Blah, blah. And it's like I had to go in the hospital recently, and it was a minor thing, but, I had to go. Right? And I don't want to get into the reason why right now, but, okay, I had a UTI. I had to go in, right? And I only spent about 4 or 5 hours there. But they took me in one of these things, right? So freaking, I'm in the hospital and it's no big deal, right? So they go, okay, we'll give you a ride home now. We're gonna have you come out and sit out in the lobby and wait for the ride. I go, you're kidding, right? She goes, all right, well, I've always wanted an excuse to walk around in my freaking night robe in freaking public. She started cracking up. She thought that was funny. So here I am in a freaking waiting room, sitting there with a freaking one of these things, right? Hi, how you doing? I'm waiting for my ride. Yep. So this is my Breakfast Club entry, and I hope you found it interesting. I just had to make a video to make a video. So, get your ass up here, motherfucker. Just to let you know. I was shopping these thingies fucking shit, because I have a reason to wear them too. And they're expensive as F, man. They're like $15. This thing used to be a neck like this. What the hell happened to this thing? I got about 5 of them now that need to be going in the trash. Shit. I'll figure it out. Those handouts. Always remember, look nice.